Hey friends, welcome back to English Daily Podcast. I am so happy, so incredibly glad to see you here again today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Kevin, and this is your safe space. This is your comfortable place to learn, to practice, and to improve your English step by step. Many English learners come to me and they say, Kevin, I want to read books. I want to watch movies. I want to understand global ideas, but everything is too fast. The books are too difficult. The words are too long. The grammar is too complex. When I try to read, I feel tired. I feel stressed. I feel like giving up. My friends, I understand you. I hear you, and that is exactly why I am here. In this podcast, I will not use complex language. I will speak clearly. I will speak slowly. I will explain the difficult words. I will repeat the important sentences. My goal is simple. I want to help you enjoy English without any stress, without any pressure. For this episode, you don't need to read the original book. No, you don't. You don't need to write down every word. You don't need to take notes. All you need to do is just sit back, relax, open your ears, and listen. Just enjoy the flow of the language. If you make this a daily routine, if you listen to English Daily Podcast every single day, your listening skills will grow, your vocabulary will expand, your English will get better, stronger, and more natural day by day. Today, I want to share a very powerful story with you. I want to talk about a deeply inspiring book that has changed the lives of millions of people all around the world. The book is called The 5 a.m. Club. Let me repeat that name, The 5 a.m. Club. It was written by a famous author named Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is a leadership expert, a speaker, and a writer. He helps billionaires, famous athletes, and big CEOs become the best versions of themselves. This book is not just about waking up early. No, it is not. It is much deeper than that. It is a book about life. It is about personal growth. It is about how to protect your mind, how to strengthen your body, and how to find peace in a world that is very loud, very busy, and very distracting. But as you can guess, the original book is quite difficult. It is written like a story, a novel, with deep philosophical words and long metaphors. Even native English speakers sometimes have to read it twice to truly understand it. That is why I have created this special long-form episode just for you, for learners who are at the beginner to intermediate levels. So, let me tell you what we will do in our episode today. Our journey has a clear structure. First, I will tell you the main story of the book. The book uses characters to teach lessons, and I will introduce them to you in simple English. Second, I will explain why 5 a.m. is a magical time. We will talk about the science of the brain in the morning. Third, I will teach you the most famous formula in the book. It is called the 20-30-40 rule, or the 20-20-20 formula. I will explain it step by step. Fourth, we will look at the 4 interior empires. These are the 4 areas of your life you must protect. And finally, at the end of our podcast, I will give you a short, easy summary to remember. Are you ready, my friends? Is your mind open? Is your heart ready? Let's take a deep breath together. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly. Let's begin. To understand this book, we must look at the story inside it. Robin Sharma does not just give you a list of rules. Instead, he tells a story about 3 very different people. Let's look at these people one by one. The first person is an entrepreneur. Do you know this word? An entrepreneur is a business owner, a person who starts a company. This woman is a business owner, but she has many problems. Her company is facing difficult times. Her business partners are cruel. They want to take her company away from her. She feels stressed. She feels angry. She feels completely lost. She cannot sleep at night. She feels like her life is falling apart. The second person is an artist. An artist is a person who creates beautiful things. He paints, he draws, he creates art. But this artist has a problem too. He has lost his inspiration. He cannot create anything new. He feels stuck. He feels lazy. He worries that he is not good enough. He looks at other artists on social media and he feels jealous. He feels sad. One day, both of them, the stressed business owner and the sad artist, go to a special conference. They go to a big meeting about success and personal growth. At the meeting, they meet a speaker. The speaker is old, wise, and very famous. He tells the crowd about the power of managing your life. But during the meeting, a strange man approaches the entrepreneur and the artist. This man looks very poor. He wears old clothes, dirty clothes. He looks like a homeless person. He has long hair and a tired face. But when he speaks, something amazing happens. His words are incredibly wise. He speaks with strength. He speaks with confidence. He speaks like a king hidden in old clothes. The strange man says to them, "I know you are tired. I know you are struggling. I know you want to change your life. I can help you. I can teach you the secret of world-class success. I can show you how to become a master of your life." The business owner and the artist look at him. They are confused. They think, "Who is this poor man? Why should we listen to him?" But then the strange man smiles. He pulls out a beautiful, expensive watch from his old pocket. He tells them the truth. He is not poor. He is not homeless. He is actually a billionaire. Yes, a billionaire, a person with thousands of millions of dollars. His name is Mr. Riley. He wears old clothes because he doesn't care about showing off. He cares about freedom. He cares about reality. Mr. Riley tells them, "I have an estate. I have a beautiful house by the ocean on a tropical island. Come with me. Come to my island. I will host you. I will teach you my secret. But you must promise me one thing. You must do one specific action." The artist and the entrepreneur ask, "What is that action? What must we do?" The billionaire looks them in the eyes and says, "You must meet me tomorrow morning at exactly 5 a.m. If you want to join my world, you must join the 5 a.m. club." At first, they hesitate. They think, 5 a.m.? That is too early. We like to sleep. We are tired. But they look at their own lives. They realize that their current habits are not working. They want a change. They need a change. So they say yes. They fly to the beautiful island, and their journey into the morning begins. Now let's ask an important question. Why 5 a.m.? Why did the billionaire insist on this specific hour? Why not 7 a.m.? Why not 9 a.m.? Mr. Riley explains this to the artist and the entrepreneur as they watch the beautiful sunrise over the ocean. He says that 5 a.m. is the time of isolation. Isolation means being alone, being separate from the noise. It is the time of silence. Think about your typical day. Think about 2 p.m. or 6 p.m. The world is extremely loud. Your phone is ringing, your friends are texting you on WhatsApp or Instagram, your boss is sending you emails, your family members are talking to you, the television is playing, there is traffic outside, your mind is busy, your brain is distracted. When your brain is distracted, you cannot think deeply, you cannot focus, you lose your energy. But at 5 a.m., the world is asleep. Your friends are sleeping. Your boss is sleeping. Social media is quiet. No one is texting you. No one is calling you. There is a deep, beautiful stillness in the air. The world is calm, and because the world is calm, your mind can be calm too. Robin Sharma calls this the hour of power. The hour between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. is the most valuable hour of the entire day. It is your personal shield against distraction. There's also a fascinating scientific reason for this. Let's talk about the brain. In your brain, there is a front part called the prefrontal cortex. Let me say that again slowly. Prefrontal cortex. This is the part of your brain that thinks, analyzes, worries, and plans. It is the part that stresses about the past and fears the future. During the day, your prefrontal cortex is working very hard. It is working in overdrive. This makes you feel tired. It causes what scientists call cognitive fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness, exhaustion. But at 5 a.m., something magical happens in your brain. Your prefrontal cortex temporarily shuts down. It goes to sleep for a little bit. It relaxes. This is a state called transient hypofrontality. You don't need to memorize that big scientific word, my friends. Just remember this. At 5 a.m., your inner critic, that annoying voice in your head that says you cannot do this, you are not good enough, becomes silent. When your inner critic is silent, your brain enters a state of flow. Flow means absolute focus. It means deep creativity. Your brain produces chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These are the chemicals of happiness, peace, and energy. The Billionaire tells the artist, the average person wakes up at 7 or 8 a.m. They rush out of bed, they check their phone, they drink coffee fast, they run to work. They are stressed from the first minute of the day. They are reacting to the world. But the master wakes up at 5 a.m. The master prepares his mind. The master is proactive, not reactive. Let's pause and repeat these two words because they are very important for your vocabulary. Reactive means you wait for things to happen and then you get stressed. You react to the phone, you react to the news, you react to other people. Proactive means you take control. You act before the problems arrive. You prepare yourself. Waking up at 5 a.m. allows you to be the leader of your day instead of being a victim of your day. But now, let's look at the next big concept. Imagine you wake up at 5 a.m. You stand up, you look around. What should you do? Many people make a mistake here. They wake up early and then they sit on the couch and check social media for an hour. Or they wake up early and watch TV. Mr. Riley says if you wake up at 5 a.m. and waste the time, you are not a member of the club. You are just losing sleep. The secret is not just waking up. The secret is what you do with the first 60 minutes of the day. Robin Sharma creates a magnificent framework for this first hour. He calls it the 20-20-20 formula. This formula divides the first hour from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. into 3 equal parts. Each part is exactly 20 minutes long. Let's explore these 3 blocks step by step. Slowly and clearly. Block 1, 5 a.m. to 5:20 a.m. Move. The first 20 minutes are all about your body. The rule is simple. You must move. You must do intense physical exercise. When you wake up at 5 a.m., your body is cold. Your muscles are stiff. You feel sleepy. Why? Because your body has a chemical called cortisol. Cortisol is the hormone of stress and fear. When you wake up, cortisol is high in your system. To destroy this sleepiness, to kill this fear, you must sweat. You must exercise hard enough to produce sweat. You can run, you can do jumping jacks, you can skip rope, you can lift weights, or you can dance. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you move your body and sweat. Why is sweating so important? Because when you sweat, your body releases a wonderful protein called BDNF. BDNF means brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This protein repairs your brain cells. It helps your brain learn faster. It supercharges your concentration. Exercise also releases endorphins. Endorphins are the chemicals of joy. They make you feel awake. They make you feel alive. So in the first 20 minutes, don't look at your phone. Don't think. Just move. Sweat away your fear. Sweat away your tiredness. Block 2, 5:20 a.m. to 5:40 a.m. Reflect. The second 20 minutes are all about your soul and your mind. The rule is you must reflect. Reflect means to think deeply, to be quiet, to look inside yourself. After you exercise, your body is awake, your heart is beating, and your brain is full of energy. Now you must channel that energy into peace. During these 20 minutes, you can do a few different things. You can meditate, sit in silence, close your eyes, focus on your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Let the thoughts go away. You can journal. Write your thoughts in a notebook. Write down what you are grateful for. Write down your goals for the day. Write down your feelings. You can pray. Connect with your spiritual self. This block is essential because it gives you clarity. Clarity means clearness. It means knowing exactly what is important in your life. In our modern world, we're always doing. We forget to just be. The billionaire tells the artist, in this second block, you remember who you are. You look at your vision. You plan your day. When you know your destination, you don't waste time wandering around. Block 3, 5:40 a.m. to 6 a.m. Grow. The final 20 minutes of the hour are all about your intellect. The rule is you must grow. You must learn something new. The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They never stop studying. They never say, I know everything. They're always hungry for knowledge. So, from 5:40 a.m. to 6 a.m., you become a student. You can read a personal growth book. You can study a new language. For example, you can listen to this exact episode of the English Daily Podcast. You can listen to an educational audiobook. You can watch a documentary about history, science, or business. Think about the math of this habit, my friends. If you study something meaningful for 20 minutes every single day, that is 140 minutes a week. That is more than 120 hours of pure learning in one single year. You will become an expert in your field. Your mind will expand. Your vocabulary will grow. Let's review the 20-20-20 formula one more time to lock it in your memory. 1. Move, 20 minutes. Exercise, sweat, release energy, awaken your brain. 2. Reflect, 20 minutes. Meditate, journal, find peace, get clarity. 3. Grow, 20 minutes. Read, study English, learn, expand your mind. At 6 a.m., when the rest of the world is just opening their eyes, you have already exercised, you have already found peace, and you have already learned something new. You have won the morning. And when you win the morning, you win the day. As the story continues on the beautiful island, the billionaire takes the entrepreneur and the artist to a high mountain. They look at the vast horizon. Mr. Riley tells them, waking up early is the tool, but your real goal is to build your 4 interior empires. What does the word empire mean? An empire is a kingdom, a massive territory ruled by a king. Usually people think about external empires. They think about money, big houses, expensive cars, fame, and social status. They want to show the world that they are rich and successful. But the billionaire shakes his head. He says, external empires mean nothing if your internal kingdom is broken. True success, true wealth, is an inside job. He explains that every human being has 4 internal kingdoms that they must protect, cultivate, and strengthen every single morning. Let's look at these 4 internal empires carefully. They are mindset, heartset, healthset, and soulset. Let's explore them one by one in simple English. 1. Mindset, your thoughts. The first empire is your mindset. Mindset is about your thoughts. It is about your psychology. It is about how you look at the world. Do you have an optimistic mindset or a pessimistic mindset? Optimistic means you see the good things. You see opportunities in every problem. Pessimistic means you see the bad things. You see problems in every opportunity. Many personal growth gurus say, think positive. Your thoughts create your reality. Just change your mindset and everything will be perfect. But Robin Sharma says this is a mistake. Mindset is only 25% of the puzzle. It is only one of the 4 empires. If you only focus on your mindset, you are ignoring the rest of your humanity. You are trying to fix your life with logic. But humans are not just logical creatures. We are emotional creatures too. And that brings us to the second empire, Heartset, your emotions. The second empire is your Heartset. It is about your feelings. It is about your emotional life. It is about love, joy, anger, sadness, and fear. You can have a very strong, positive mindset. You can read all the books. You can say your positive affirmations every morning in the mirror. I am strong. I am successful. But if your heart is full of old pain, if you are holding on to anger from the past, if you have not forgiven your old enemies, your life will still feel heavy. Your emotions can poison your thoughts. If you feel sad inside, your positive thinking becomes a lie. So during your 5 a.m. hour, in the reflection block, you must work on your Heartset. You must let go of anger. You must practice forgiveness. You must feel grateful for what you have right now. Gratitude is the medicine for a broken heart. When your Heartset is healthy, you feel peaceful, light, and compassionate. Healthset, your physical body. This is about your health, your fitness, your energy, and your longevity. Longevity means living a long life. The billionaire looks at the artist and says, "What is the point of being a billionaire if you are too sick to enjoy your money? What is the point of being famous if you die young?" Your body is the vehicle for your soul. If your vehicle is broken, you cannot go anywhere. You cannot achieve your dreams if you are always tired, always sluggish, and always eating bad food. Waking up at 5 a.m. and doing the move block protects your Healthset. It keeps your heart strong. It keeps your muscles flexible. It gives you physical stamina. When you take care of your body takes care of your dreams. And the fourth and final empire is your Soulset. This is about your spirit. It is about your connection to something bigger than yourself. It is about your core essence. In our busy lives, we spend all our time thinking about daily worries. We worry about bills. We worry about what people think of us. We worry about our jobs. We get caught up in the superficial world. Soulset is about remembering who you truly are when you remove your job title, your money, and your social status. It is about connecting with your inner goodness, your quiet bravery, and your peaceful soul. At 5 a.m., when the world is completely silent, you can connect with your Soulset easily. You realize that you are important, that you matter, and that your life has a higher purpose. Let's summarize the 4 interior empires so you can easily remember them. Mindset, train your mind to think clearly and positively. Heartset, clear out negative emotions and practice gratitude. Healthset, protect your physical body through movement and good food. And Soulset, sit in silence and connect with your deepest spiritual self. The billionaire promises the entrepreneur and the artist that if they work on these 4 internal empires every single morning, they will achieve a level of peace, power, and prosperity that the average person cannot even imagine. The entrepreneur looks at the billionaire and says, Mr. Riley. Let's keep it fun, my friends. The entrepreneur says, this all sounds wonderful. The formula's great. The empires are beautiful. But waking up at 5 a.m. is incredibly hard for me. On the first day, I am excited. On the second day, I try. But by the third day, I am too tired. I hit the snooze button on my alarm clock. I go back to sleep. How can I make this habit last forever? How can I sustain it? This is a brilliant question. Sustain means to maintain, to keep going, to continue for a long time without stopping. Mr. Riley smiles warmly. He says, change is hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, and beautiful at the end. Let's repeat this quote because it is one of the most famous sentences in the whole book. Let's say it together slowly for our shadowing practice. Change is hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, and beautiful at the end. To help them understand how to build this habit, the billionaire explains the 66-day habit installation protocol. Scientists have discovered that it takes about 66 days for a new behavior to become an automatic habit. It does not happen in 21 days, as many old books say. It takes roughly 66 days. And Robin Sharma divides these 66 days into 3 distinct phases. Each phase lasts about 22 days. Let's look at these 3 phases closely. Phase 1, days 1 to 22, deconstruction. The first 22 days are called deconstruction. To deconstruct means to break down, to destroy, to tear apart an old structure. When you start waking up at 5 a.m., you are destroying your old habit of sleeping late. This is a war against your old self. Your body will scream, your brain will fight you. You will feel exhausted, irritable, and sore. Mr. Riley says, this is normal. It is supposed to be hard. If it is hard, it means you are growing. If it feels easy, you are not changing anything. Expect it to be difficult. Do not give up when the destruction begins. Phase 2, days 22 to 44, installation. The second 22 days are called installation. To install means to put something new inside, like installing a new application on your computer or your phone. In this phase, your old habit is gone, but your new habit is not yet solid. It's a very confusing time. It feels messy. You feel like you're in a maze. One day you wake up easily, the next day you feel completely drained. You wonder, is this actually working? Am I doing this right? This is the phase where most people quit. They see the mess, they feel the confusion, and they run back to their old, comfortable lives. But the billionaire says, you must keep walking through the mess. Trust the process. The cells of your brain are building new pathways. Keep showing up. Phase 3, days 44 to 66, integration. To integrate means to combine, to become a natural part of something larger. In this phase, the new habit becomes part of your identity. It stops being hard work. It becomes who you are. You don't need 3 alarm clocks anymore. Your body naturally wakes up at 4:55 a.m. with energy, with excitement, with anticipation. The habit has reached a point called automaticity. It has become automatic. It has become beautiful. So, my friends on the English Daily Podcast, if you want to join the 5 a.m. club, remember the 66-day rule. The first 22 days will be painful, deconstruction. The next 22 days will be chaotic, installation. The final 22 days will become natural. Be patient. Give yourself 66 days to change your world.
As our long episode nears its final destination, let's explore one last crucial lesson from the book. This lesson is about balance. It is about how to work and how to rest. Robin Sharma calls it the twin cycle of elite performance. Many people think that to be successful, you must work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They think you must always be busy, always grinding, always sweating, and always stressed. They think sleep is for lazy people. But the billionaire completely disagrees. He says, this is the path to exhaustion. This is the path to sickness. You cannot have high performance if you do not have deep recovery. The twin cycle has two parts that look like a wave moving up and down. The first part is the high excellence cycle. This is the time when you are working with absolute focus, intensity, and passion. You are awake. You are in the 5 a.m. club. You are pushing your limits. You are building your business. You are studying your English. The second part is the deep recovery cycle. This is the time when you completely shut down. You rest, you sleep, you relax, you go for a walk in nature, you spend time with your loved ones, you do absolutely nothing. Think of an elite athlete. Think of a world champion runner. Do they run at maximum speed every hour of every day? No, of course not. If they did that, their muscles would tear. They would destroy their bodies. They train intensely, and then they rest intensely. They sleep long hours. They get massages. They let their bodies heal. Your brain and your spirit need the same care. The billionaire says that your growth happens during the rest cycle, not just during the work cycle. When you rest deeply, your brain integrates the new knowledge you learned. Your energy tanks are refilled. This also means that to wake up at 5 a.m., you must protect your sleep. Robin Sharma emphasizes that sleep is essential for genius. You cannot wake up at 5 a.m. if you are watching TV until midnight. You must have a bedtime routine. Turn off your phone at 8 p.m. Keep your room dark and cool. Sleep by 9:30 or 10 p.m. Take care of your rest so that your morning can take care of you. My wonderful, dedicated friends, we have traveled a long way together today. You have listened to a massive, deep story, and you have practiced your English comprehension beautifully. Let's do a quick, simple summary of everything we learned from the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. First, we learned that 5 a.m. is a magical time of silence and isolation. It allows you to become proactive instead of reactive, shutting down your inner critic and giving your brain ultimate focus. Second, we broke down the 20-20-20 formula for your first hour. Spend 20 minutes to move and sweat, 20 minutes to reflect and find peace, and 20 minutes to grow by studying and learning. Third, we discovered the 4 interior empires. You must look inside every morning and strengthen your mindset, your heartset, your healthset, and your soulset. Fourth, we walked through the 66-day protocol. Remember that change is hard at the beginning, deconstruction, messy in the middle, installation, and beautiful at the end, integration. And finally, we learned about the twin cycle. Balance your high hard work with deep, meaningful recovery and good sleep. These lessons are not just stories to listen to, they are actions to take. Try it tomorrow. Set your alarm. Wake up early. Protect your hour of power. You have the power to change your life, and you can do it one morning at a time.
Thank you so much for spending this long, valuable time with me on the English Daily Podcast. I am incredibly proud of your focus today. You listened to an entire masterclass in English, and that is a huge success. I am your host, Kevin. Until our next episode, stay curious, stay strong, keep practicing your shadowing, and keep learning. Bye for now, my friends.